Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Dread Time Stories. I'm your host, Dr. Phobia, and tonight, our story comes from the world of Reddit No Sleep. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's tale, The Evening News. A woman's blood-curdling scream echoed across the store, attracting everyone's attention to a newscast playing on the wall of televisions. Thousands of people rioted in Times Square, demolishing everything in sight, including other people. An employee turned on the surround sound system, and the audio filled the store. Major cities, authorities demand the public stay indoors, find a weapon, and do not hesitate to use it. Protect yourselves at all costs, the newscaster advised. The camera zoomed in on a bloodied woman, stampeding toward a couple pushing a stroller through the insanity. Her clothes were torn to shreds and soaked with wet blood. There was no trace of humanity in her crazed, wild eyes. The couple didn't even see her coming. She crashed into them, sending the couple in the stroller toppling to the ground in a heap of twisted limbs. Unable to react, the parents in the audience watched as the crazed woman snatched the wailing infant by the leg, tossed it through the air. The camera turned away, exposing the audience to the infant's fate. Instead, they mistakenly caught the baby's father curb-stomping the crazed woman's head into paste. "Holy crap, did you see what those monsters did to that woman?" called out one of the men in the store. His comment was met with nods and others with expressions of disbelief. "What are you talking about? That woman was clearly out of her freaking mind. She smashed that baby into the concrete," the store employee countered. He was met with the same reaction. A cacophony of argument erupted over the horror they'd just witnessed. No one agreed on what happened. Some argued the couple attacked the woman with the stroller. Others complained about not being able to see anything besides fire and smoke. Even the newscaster argued with the person on the other end of his earpiece. The newscast switched to other major cities where similar conflicting reports were coming in. "Oh my God, my uncle lives in Miami," cried out a cashier. "So? There's nothing happening there," a customer replied, mystified. "What are you talking about? The city's on fire." The store manager jumped into the conversation. He curled his hands into fists. "On fire? There was a riot!" the cashier screamed at the manager with tears in her eyes. The three quarreled and the rest followed. Arguments became shouting matches. Their voice rose, bellowing it over each other as if the loudest person would win the fight. Allies turned into enemies in an instant as the disagreements continued. The tension came to a boil and spilled over into violence. One man punched another, and amidst the tussle, other fights broke out. It all cascaded into a battle. Standing away from the crowd, a lone customer watched the situation unfolding until it turned violent. He trembled, unable to grasp what had happened, and he stealthily left the building, wondering what had made them lose their minds. There hadn't been any newscast, and the televisions, they weren't even on. That was the evening news. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for listening. Like I always say in closing, check under your bed, look in your closet, and sleep with the light on. The life you save may very well be your own. Good night, everyone.